Okay. Should be live. Live. Just a little bit. Gotta set some things up. Got everything set up finally. So, now, despite the stream having started 4 minutes ago, since known, mainly just because it started instead of just creating a broadcast, but now we are officially live. So we're actually, like, doing something. So, yeah. Fun. Today we're going to be playing Satisfactory. I don't know if this is going to be something that I'll do all the time, or it's just going to be every now and then, or just this once thing. I guess it depends on how well it's received, how many people actually like it and want to watch it. But hey, that's what we're doing. That's what I feel like playing. And, they matter much what I basis, because, well, either you'll watch me or you won't. I don't have a very big following or a lot of statistics to look at, so I don't really know what you guys want to see. So I just kind of do a little bit of everything until something sticks. With that being said, though, I'm gonna start a new game, obviously. Nobody wants to in the middle of the playthrough, and quite frankly, yeah, I played in a while anyway. I have a creative world for Satisfactory plus creative world for Satisfactory. Satisfactory plus save file. Bug. I don't. Apparently, I've barely touched. I think it's showing off. So, I'm gonna make a real one. Call it the. I can type properly. This is gonna be the YouTube work. We're gonna start desert, because I like starting in the grass fields, but the resources there suck. I like starting in the rocky desert, but I practically only start there, and I'm kind of tired of it. And I like building, so the northern forest is a horrible. There's like no flat ground. So, Dune Desert. Got good resources, lots of open space. I know where the watering hole is when I need foliage and shit for biomass. Well, when I go to not be building my coal power plant. Yeah, have that. Advanced game settings we're not gonna mess with. Not much, you know, there's some selections here for fast forward, disabling spiders, which I'm about doing. We are gonna skip onboarding though. Quite frankly, I've done onboard times and don't really feel like doing it again. So, go ahead, we're gonna get into it. Let's have a blast. Spawn in. First thing I'm gonna do. Open up, draw off my bar. So, let's figure out where we are.
Unknown chemical element collected. This non-metallic and multivalent element seems to be present only in a solid state, and exhibits a most pungent smell. It is fortunate fixit helmets are of such high quality. Store this potential resource for later use.
Alright.
This semi-slug species seems to persist entirely through absorbing and storing energy from its surroundings. Studying this could provide new methods for improving fixit production line efficiency. Store this potential resource for later use. Samples of new alien species acquired. Notable features are blunt teeth, suggesting it is herbivorous, and a thickly plated skull and spine, suggesting it is proficient at inflicting and receiving blunt force trauma. Preserve the remains for later study. Unknown crystalline mineral collected. This mineral is composed of the same chemical elements as quartz and may yield similar industrial functions. Store this potential resource for later use. Unknown metal collected. This metallic element is showing properties similar to those in Group 11 on the periodic table, such as high conductivity and malleability. Store this potential resource for later use.
Hey, JH. Yeah. And is definitely not favorable once weather gets added to the game, but I'm not worried about it right now. No weather yet, so sand is static. Doesn't get everywhere. It is coarse and rough. Guy?
Samples of unknown alien species acquired. Their weaponized plasma is most likely stored as a stable chemical substance in an organ close to their mouth, and only turns volatile when exposed to one of the chemical elements in the air. Preserve the remains for later study. Potential edible collected. Eating it and surviving does not count as a valid field test and does not generate enough data for Fix-It to make an informed decision. Store this potential resource for later use. Potential edible collected. If consumed before authorized as compatible with the human digestive system by Fix-It, the consumer is responsible for any and all consequences. Store this potential resource for later use.
Riveting gameplay. True. Alright, well, I don't want to just sit here and gather a million without ever saying a word. Guess I can about something in fun story time. Time with Seraphim. I got nothing. Nope, I got nothing. I'm not an interesting person. I got no stories. I don't know. Do a Q&A. Anybody got questions they want to ask me? I I had chicken fajitas for... Yeah, I ate that like minutes ago. I came straight here to stream. Oh. How's Loaf? Oh, you know, she's still alright, laying down under the blanket. Kinda just minds her own business until something. That something is... But, still doesn't love me. Still hides out in her mom's room instead of coming to visit me, so... Being... Last I saw, she actually wasn't under the... sitting on top of it, curled up like a croissant. This is game 6. Everybody having a blast right now. Not entertained. Say that with like... Said it like Hemsworth. God knows I sound nothing. Collect wood. So good at this game, I'm not even pressing the E. I genuinely am not pressing E whatsoever. I pressed and held down E like 5 minutes ago when I started this whole thing, and then I opened and closed my inventory, and now the game automatically picks everything up for me. It's on moving. If I had a keyboard cam, I could literally show you that I'm not touching. I'm just running around and stuff. You got a Switch too, dog? When were you planning on telling me that? What's up with that? Cool. I still just have an OLED. Be pretty cool, like the, but only reason I want to switch to is so that I can get the upgrades for Kingdom and Breath of the Wild, so I can have a save slot. It's getting annoying having to, you know, every time I want to play on something other than my main file. Yeah, good luck setting it up. Don't blow anything up. At how you would blow it up, but I'm sure you could figure out a way to that, so no. Probably a bad. Wood. It's much better fuel than biofuel. Well, actually, first it'll turn into biomass. Turns into more biomass. And then I can turn biomass biofuel. Sorry guys, I know you're so bored watching me around and pick up leaf. I want to get at least 1,000 wood before I stop. Gotta make sure I have power figured out for the foreseeable future. I can. This is the best part about starting a new playthrough in Satisfactory. You have nothing and you gotta go out and pick in and fun stuff so that you get power up and running long enough to reach. Thousand wood. Suppose I can stop for now. Alright, let's look for a good place to build a base. Let's see. Here, this was a normal. This is also a normal node. Copper node somewhere nearby, I think. Yeah, right there. Another one right there. There's another over there. There's plenty of copper, actually. Nice. Sea of copper. That's a good thing. No, that's a very good thing. Well, let's see. Then. Slap it right. Before. Alright. I need 500 screws, which means iron, then it. Limestone plenty close enough. Water break. This is your guys' reminder. Drink some water. Good water. Riveting. See. Store. It's an input. Look, guys, I don't have a shadow. I have arms, and that's it. That's my entire shadow. I just have arms. And legs. I have arms and legs, but no torso and no head. I wonder if they're ever gonna fix that. That's been a problem since, like, 1.0 came out. I wonder if they'll ever fix that, because that's funny. Still not enough concrete. Okay. We'll grab this iron and we'll mining drill. Ah, a pure node, thank God. Okay. Alright.
Milestone reached. Solid biofuel, created from any biomass, ensures maximum efficiency of biomass burners. To aid in biofuel production, the chainsaw allows for the removal of tougher wood and coral foliage. Additionally, your pocket dimension has been inflated to increase inventory size.
Thank God.
Inspirational note: will you be the Fix-It Employee of the Month? You could be, if you construct, automate, explore and exploit by eliminating all obstacles to efficiency. This isn't just fun, it's contractually mandated, fun fun fun.
This is the worst part out there. So much wood. Just have to sit here. Alright. Finally. Logistics before. Technically. Now I can.
Milestone reached. Conveyor belts can now merge, split, and lift to save space and enhance the productivity of your factory. Fixit encourages you to consider investing in verticality when it comes to factory logistics. If you feel stressed by this complexity, imagine yourself on the shore of a vast and calm ocean. Breathe in. Visualize all the people relying on you. The sea is made of billions of faces, each staring at you with hope and tears in their eyes. Breathe.
There we go. %. Oh, God. Oh, that's so close. Got this, I believe in you. Got this. Alright, chat. Poll, but not really. Have enough viewers to make one. But we either A, let Satisfactory play normally, like day-night cycle. B, we set it to permaday, that when and if I ever make this into a video, don't get, like, I guess, flashbanged by sudden day-night changes. Or do we set it to match real time and have a 24-hour clock? I know my preference, but yeah, Evernight's pretty cool like that. That's why Finon is so good against that boss too, because he can't suffer crowd control ult state either. And with E2, it's even better. Oh, I'm proud to have her. Now, if only I had E2 Sireni so that it didn't take so fucking long to get her ultimate. But, oh well. Next time, I guess. I hate all shilling. I don't care which character it is. I hate all. I want to use what character I want to use, and I want it to
Several new structures are now available for improving factory organization.
be efficient.
Foundations provide a building grid, which makes it easier to manage placement of any structure. In the event that you are experiencing amnesia for all events prior to planetfall, be reassured that memories of beloved humans and/or animals would have only been distractions from your important mission.
Get this out of the way. Just there. Let's put it there. Okay. Now we can turn fly back off. Here we go. Now we've got a pretty base. Boom. See? Now all the stuff that I put in here is still in here. Ooh. Because yeah. $1,500 limestone. Now I can make 500. So good. The only bad thing about the location of my hub is that rock right there. There's a power slug inside, and I'm gonna have to listen to that power slug for the rest of my life, basically, until I can get pretty sure I can't. I was action. I know in older versions of the game you used to be able to look through the cracks in the rocks and nab power slugs when you weren't supposed to. I have to listen to him. And now it's time to make power. That goes that way. Gonna start make. Dang it. That was the wrong cheat. I don't have a hover pack because for some god-awful reason they decided to lock the hover pack behind tier 7. So if you want to hover, then you need like a lot of hours in the game, apparently. How nice of them. Let's see. So there's gonna be a problem. Screws. I still overdid it. Oh, no I didn't. Here we go. I can make a chainsaw. It runs off all the solid biofuel I have. Fun. Get out! Let me out of here! So now, not only can I cut down all the foliage in my way and make it easy to pick up all of the leaves and wood. I need to get a mod that I know it exists. Get out of here. Go away. Nobody likes you. You're cute until you start getting in the way of my factories.
The fruit of this fungus-like flora does not seem to show much potential for use. However, its mycelial network is worth further investigation. Store this potential resource for later use.
Desert once again disappeared, starting locating. Rich resources, plenty of open space, and all the biomass you could ever want sitting right here at the oasis. Oh, I really don't. I'll leave. Wait, I'll have personal storage containers unlocked. You did it! Congratulations! I'm so proud of you! 6 cycle clear, or did you get less? $48, that's crazy. Like, beat it with 2 cycles to, or not cycles, like 2 character actions to spare, basically. Funny. I always seem to have the opposite whenever I'm playing Currency Wars. All I need is 1 more character action to finish the elite whatever I'm doing, and then, like, I'm 1 fucking AV too slow. Evernight's no joke. Alright. Finally! I have all of my biofuel. Not even this chest can hold all. But that's okay, because we don't need it to. Gonna turn fly back on, and we're gonna keep making our power plants. And I don't have the concrete. Are you? This tree's in my way. That's fine. Wait, you have Castrus's signature for Evernight, but you don't have Castrus? What sort of heresy is this? Well, if you have Castrus, why didn't you use her? Also, while Evernight and Finon are good against that boss because they can't be crowd controlled, and because Mighty would also be good because he can't be crowd controlled, the boss was actually made to chill follow-up attack teams because you don't have to worry about whether or not you get crowd controlled when you can just remove the happiness status because of follow-up attacks. So that is why if I do eventually get far enough to face the king, I will probably
The astrobiologist Dr. D.M. Mercer
Ashvale
was
and
the
Fei Zhao
first to recognize the
together.
presence and probable nature of these alien artifacts. These chain-melted state spheres are named in his honor. Each sphere emits a unique signal and will require study to determine local application, store it for later use.
Yeah. I mean, are you expecting anything less from Hoyo? Because they've been contradictory a lot with some of their boss designs. But also, technically speaking, if your single target damage is strong enough, then... But y'all be inflate. Have like power plant. I still need more concrete. I mean, as somebody who had Castris on release but did not have Hyacinth until like 3.6, I didn't think Pollux was that bad. I didn't have a problem with Pollux. But I know that's not a popular opinion, so... But also, the only time I fought this boss was in Currency Wars once, and I was doing it with an AoE team, which isn't great for follow-up attacks, but Thurda does have that extra follow-up attack if Herda is in the team. So, yeah, I mean, I've only ever fought the boss once, so I don't know how bad, like, damage-wise or speed-wise she is. I just know that the happiness mechanic can be dealt with very easily with either resisting crowd control, obviously, or follow-up attacks is, like, I feel the intended way to deal with it. Yeah, Aventurine fucking carried me through the game because I started on Thanksgiving 2024, and I got him right before his banner ended. Best $50 I ever spent. But if I didn't have Aventurine, then I would not have gotten anywhere close to as far as I got in the game, because I wouldn't have had any sustain. I lost my 50-50 when I tried to get Lingsha. I had Gallagher by the time I no, actually, I didn't have Gallagher when Mighty came out, but Huahua wasn't even that good, and I didn't like her, so I didn't want to get her back at that time. And I didn't get Gallagher until 3.2 when I pulled for Castris. So I would have been screwed, honestly, without Aventurine. I probably wouldn't even have played until 3.2. I didn't have him. Yes. Still one of my favorite characters. That was quick. Alright. Okay, now I can keep building the foundation. Oh, I can't. I'm out of iron plates now. Fuck, I forgot about that. Sync Pro. Just want to make my... I just want to make my power plant, dude. Taking forever. I have to keep running back and forth for materials every 5 seconds. And I have to sit here and handcraft, because without power, I can't automate anything. If it wasn't for this mod that lets me speed up handcrafting the handcrafting I do, then I'd be screwed. That and there, boom.
Milestone reached. You have been given access to the anti-waste effort for stress testing of materials on Exoplanet's bonus program, also known as Awesome. Your awesome input allows Fixit to comprehend our amazing universe more clearly. In appreciation of this, we have generously set up an internal, closed economy with exclusive rewards and currency. Directing parts of varying quantity and complexity into the Awesome Resource Sink will grant Fixit coupons. These coupons can be redeemed in the Awesome Shop for highly desirable items such as new foundations, walls, factory attachments, cosmetics, parts, and more.
Yeah, what
Next
I really
time you
need
have
is
additional
the
resources, just remember to go that extra kilometer. Go awesome.
this concrete foundation. That's what I really need. It'll help me turn all this metal foundation into pure concrete. I'm actually going. But power is free power. Right. Alright. Awesome sink with that down there. Ahead and up. And instead of that, we're search. Damn. A fin. It's. Beautiful. Alright. Now I can make...
Milestone reached.
Yep.
Supply the molecular analysis machine, referred to as the MAM, with local resources to research and develop new technologies. Potential technologies include exploration tools, weapons, and factory buildings. These are essential for maximizing your Pioneer efficiency and alignment with Fixit's core pillars: construct, automate, explore, and exploit. To advance Fixit's mission, all notable phenomena, resources, technology, or other influence should be investigated regardless of any perceived danger, as stated in the Pioneer contract.
Alright, megafauna. Head and... that, so...
The remains researched belong to an organism now dubbed the fluffy-tailed hog. It has many characteristics that would likely classify it among the Suidae family were it native to Earth. Hog remains can now be made into alien protein, and additional research may reveal options for improving Pioneer safety during exploration. The remains researched belong to an organism that tends to nest near objects emitting specific types of resonance. Not listening to instructions means you waive Fixit's responsibility for any accidents or misuse of these technologies.
Oh, do I have too many things
I will now
being
assume you are an
researched?
expert and judge your use of these technologies accordingly.
Yeah, whatever you say, Ada.
Sometimes toes need to be stepped on for the sake of progress. Fortunately for you, I have no toes.
I haven't heard any of these before.
I see that I'm talking too slow for your taste. I hope that was enlightening.
Thanks, Ada.
Very efficient. Also, rude. Rushed research and development is exactly why the Save the Day program exists.
Oh my god, is it gonna keep going after this? No? Okay. I've never heard any of those dialogues before. I've never researched things so quickly. That was hilarious. I didn't know that Ada could freak out at you for basically ignoring everything she says because you have too much dialogue queued up to play all at once. That's really funny. Alright, let's get bioorganic properties.
Research completed. Alien protein can now be turned into biomass or alien DNA capsules. In addition to being used for research, the invaluable alien lifeform data in these capsules can be traded for Fixit coupons at the Awesome Sync. We guarantee the best capsule to coupon exchange rate anywhere on this planet.
There we go. Now I can turn this into capsule. And I can throw the capsule in the chest. And wait for it to move over... Gene? Gene will start chomping up on power. Make me a coupon. Now, how many coupons do I need for my concrete? I need 3. Okay. Go over here, turn off fly mode. Let's go find some things to kill. Or, sorry, YouTube. Let's go find some things to give permanent subscription to sleep with no ads. Is that a summer sloop? Is that a summer sloop just buried in the sand? That's crazy.
The Summer Sloop was named after Marie Somerville, co-founder of Fixit and head of its R&D department. There are many theories about the origin of this shape and why this symbol mathematically resembling a Mobius strip has found its way to both human and extraterrestrial culture. Thankfully, you don't need to know any of these theories to be a pioneer. Research it in the MAM to establish locally appropriate classification and application. Fun fact: the planet you are on was found and named during a planet spotting event Marie hosted named Marie's Awesome Scientific Search of the Avant-Garde Exoplanets.
Wow, there's a lot of Mercer spheres in this area. I found one earlier in the middle of the lake. There was one right there that I just picked up. And there's one right up here that I'm going to pick up now. If I can reach it. Might be a little high. Oh, and it's guarded by some hogs.
Your waves lap at our shores.
When will you learn?
I have passive creatures on instead of retaliate creatures for some reason. I do. Why do I have passive on? It must have been when I played with a friend, they probably wanted passive on. I don't know if settings are different.
Harmonize with us.
Versus. I always play with retaliate, so. I was wondering why nothing was attacking me after I beat the fuck out of it. Oh, usually when you attack something, it fights back. But they weren't for some reason. Well, he didn't fight back because he's stupid, but... Boink! Summer sloops. Yeah, another reason why Dune Desert is the best. I mean... There were a million slugs, a couple of power Mercer spheres, a couple summer sloops, power slugs, and some everywhere. Anyway, now I should finally have enough. Run up here and make some protein, some more protein. Some... Put the Celia and stuff. Hack. I hate that. I hate how instead of pressing tab to close whatever inventory screen I open, because that opens my inventory instead, I have to press E to close an inventory that I open with E. Like, what the hell, dude? So annoying. Okay. Yay, more coupons! Woohoo! Now I can take these up here to the awesome shop. And I can buy my concrete. Let's go! Now let me just run over here. And turn on fly. And open up the customizer. Oh, right. Suppose it actually does require concrete. Alright. Sleep well, JH. Thanks for tuning in while you were here. It was nice to chat with you. And, I'll talk to you later today when you inevitably wake up to go to work. Have a good one. Alright, let's see. Instead of costing me iron plates now, everything's just gonna cost one hand thing. The other hand. Oh, that's right. You're on vacation. I forgot. Okay, well I'll talk to you whenever you wake up then. Don't forget about me. Don't you? Yeah, I'm gonna stop. I wonder, is this actually... Yeah, it is refunding me the iron plates I'm owed. It's nice. And there we go. Beautiful. Now everything is concrete. Now I just need to go up here and edit the swatch. That way. Dark, dark, dark. I like me a dark concrete. There we go. There we go. Look at that. Much better. Ha ha ha. Okay. Now I need more concrete than I used to, though. I'm always gonna need concrete. What's this? Make an addition. There. God for the soft clearance for everything mod. All copper too. But now I can go over here and I can use a million of these. Now I've got a bunch of little guys. They're all producing limestone. Because concrete is the one thing I will never have enough of. Alright. Oh. Not anymore, it's not. Why do I even bother? Okay. What's the deal? I need power. A lot of power. Oh. Biomass burner. Gonna consume 4 per minute, it says. I've got one belt of 60. That means the... It'll feed 50. Seven. And... same over. Get that extra. And that's one belt of 60. And here we go. Here we go. Okay. So now that can go through everything. Question is... No. Power connect. I don't have beams, so I can't make that part look pretty. There we go. Now everything's got fuel. That can fill up some more. Alright. So yeah, I don't think this looks awful. Have it be like that, and then that. Okay, yes. Awful. I would want some railings up here, obviously, eventually. But for now, it's not a big deal. Power. This might be a little wasteful. Actually, hold on. I still have 3 tokens. Yeah! Cost exactly 3, let's go!
As Fixit amply demonstrates, you can never have too much management.
Okay. So now... times like this, having something like smart. A little too... This is very much wasteful. Gonna look much better. I'm out of cable. Could have saw that coming. Okay, so now that's all connected. So I'll have it... Disgusting. Have it go straight like that, and then... There we go. There! That's, better. Now I've got... basically... a lot of power. At a 450 capacity. I know I'll come no... I missed one. I want to open the Steam overlay. Cover it up. If I had more stuff, I would make that a rounded corner instead of just a solid square corner, but don't. No. It's gonna have to look solid and ugly for now. Anyway, this is the beginnings of my very extensive power plant. I got plenty of water here, but like I said, I probably won't my coal somewhere else for coal power, maybe. Is I'd have to bring the coal here either on really long conveyor belts or on trucks. And I don't know about you, but God knows. Trucks. Not very good. 1.2 they will be. Not playing in 1. Still on good old 1.1. Anyway, it is still super bright outside. You cannot tell me that it's almost sundown in-game. Come on. Think it's real. Are going. There we go. We are gonna make it high noon, though. Keep that locked. Alright. Because then you guys aren't going to have a problem with getting flashbanged if I make this into a video. Spaced out. Until we work on more of the power plant, I'm gonna go ahead and foundational work. That I have more concrete or more foundational work. Actual stuff, such as actually automating something. Okay, so now probably this first. Space elevator is going to cost a lot, and need to plan out where I want to put it. Also, I think I'm going to build in a way I never do. I always go with modular factories, where I build where it's needed. But for this playthrough, I kind of want to try a mega factory. Like, for the first time in my life, because hell, look at all this space in the desert. Like, the desert is huge. And well, and like I said, I never do a mega factory. So why not? Why not give it a shot? We've got some great foundational work down here. Let's just keep expanding. Maybe my coal really will go right here with all this water right next to it. Or maybe I'll have to bring water from way over there all the way over here. Probably a terrible. But, you know, I wanna try the mega factory design for once. Pave over the whole desert. Okay, eventually. That will eventually be gotten rid of too. Alright, so let's expand this. That far. see. Oh. Got that in there. There's. Let's slice that. Sit and raise it. Alright. Alright. So that makes so much sense. Okay, so this is a normal node, so it's gonna giving me 60. Ow, my... Okay, so... More copper round. But for now, this is all I can deal. Probably automating my iron first. How much I keep running out. My copper, because right there is better. So... There we go. Beautiful. Look at that straight line. Can't get that without mods, because you can't nudge miners without mods. Beautiful. Now... have those... and then... Oh. Oh, I see. Might have to get legit. Oh. Might not have to. Okay. I don't have... because I didn't go iron like I planned to. Do that.
Milestone reached. The assembler can produce more complex parts, including the first project part, smart plating, which is crucial for initiating project assembly. Project parts must be delivered to the space elevator. By completing your contracted duties as part of project assembly, you will definitely be helping achieve Fix-It company goals without any other ulterior motive. Note: humans
Curator.
cannot craft project parts. Do not worry about your inadequate crafting skill when compared to an assembler. Fix-It cherishes your innate human abilities, such as walking, striking objects, and commodifying natural resources.
That's... Oh. Oh, no, it is clipping! No! Oh, that's awful. Okay. Well, can't put it like that, then. Is there? Kind of. On the keyboard. Whatever. And then... wait. Yeah. Oh, but cable is just one. That looks good enough to me. Let's do cable. And power everything. That doesn't. Could have just moved all of this over to the wall, actually. There we go. Alright, the copper is done. Woo. I have to buy them in the shop. Yeah, I do. Have to. Hey, look at that! Our copper going. It's moving. It's getting split into the smelters. Smelters start work. 30 per minute. Thrown wire here. Some of it goes in, makes cable here. Exciting. Love watching stuff come to. Alright. Well, now I can come down here and turn off fly mode. That is the only thing I have this for, by the way. I remember there used to be a mod back in Update 8 called Pack Utilities that I used for fly mode, but I don't think it works anymore. I don't think it was ever updated after 1.0. I know 1.0 broke it and Easy Cheat got updated super fast. But I don't think Pack Utilities ever got updated or ended up staying updated. So now I just use Easy Cheat instead. It's got all sorts of cheats and stuff. You know, spawning items and stuff, but I never use any of it. The only thing, I mean, in a creative world, I'll use it, obviously, but in my, like, actual legit worlds, I just use it. I toggle on fly, I fly around, I do stuff, build stuff, then I come back down, turn it off, and continue. You can use it to mess with the time of day, but I've got Sky UI if I want to mess with the time of day, so I don't need to worry about that part of it. And, you know, there's all sorts of stuff, like you can speed up the time of day, you can turn fog off, you can freeze the time of day, you can hide all buildings for whatever reason you'd want to do that. In fact, pressing that just crashed the game, so yeah, yeah, that happens. I gotta open the game back up. Technical difficulties! Hold on, I got a screen for that. Technical difficulties, please hold. Crash itself. That's great. Oh well, nobody said I was smart. Alright. Looks like I might have gotten an autosave in right before I crashed. Yeah. So you can hide all buildings or hide the terrain and only show factory buildings, but apparently that crashes the game, so don't do that. And then it's got other performance stuff. Also, instantly heal yourself. You can pause the game, which is nice considering there's not a real pause in the game yet. That's coming in 1.2 apparently. And then like advanced game settings things, but they won't disable achievements. I think mods disable achievements, although I'm not sure. Maybe they don't. But yeah, so I've got a good power setup. You know, I'm only needing 33 megawatts right now, which is great considering that I don't have to go and get biofuel for a while. I probably will off camera go get more biofuel, you know, before I load up for the next stream, which will not be tomorrow, or probably Saturday or Sunday. In fact, I don't know when it will be. Maybe it'll be Saturday. I'm not exactly sure. But it'll be, you know, sometime. I'll stream sometime. I'm not gonna make you guys wait almost a year like I did last time, you know. I won't do that, but sometime. Sometime. So yeah, let's go ahead and now that we've got power working and got copper working, I think iron get all limestone. There's limestone. Absolutely fantastic to have. Well, let's get iron working. Need concrete to build foundations. That's actually something I was thinking about. There's a mod called V Foundations. Actually, there's a couple of mods that all do similar things. They're all by different people. One of them makes only foundations free. One of them makes all foundations and walls free. And one of them makes all architecture, no matter what it is, whether it be foundations, walls, ramps, beams, frames, glass ceilings, signs, you know, all cosmetic buildables, all of it, all free. And I kind of wanted to ask you guys, like, are you thinking I should use any of them? Because I know, like, in my personal world, I'll use free architecture. Because I've played this game, beaten this game. I've beaten the game twice. I beat it once in Update 8 and once in Update 1.0. And I've played this game for over 550 hours, right? So, like, I've got plenty of experience in the game, but what's worse than that is I have plenty of brain damage from the game, because I just want to build cool shit, and, like, even this, you know, I'm in the early game, but I refuse to build directly on the ground. Like, I did everything by hand until I got foundations, and then I put power together, and I put this together, and, like, I want to do cool things, I want to build cool things, but, you know, that's one of the main reasons I never did a mega base before, is because having to run back and forth 24/7 is to get my resources together just so I can build stuff. Like, not fun, man. It's not. There's no fun in wanting to build and being limited by needing 40,000 fucking concrete. But it's primarily a factory game, you know? It's not a sandbox game. I play it like it's a sandbox. That doesn't mean it is. Scheduled water break. Everybody drink some water. Not scheduled, I'm just thirsty. Good water. But yeah, I mean, the challenge of the game is needing to get the resources to build stuff. Right? Like, pretty sure everybody agrees that the primary challenge of the game is needing to automate resources. Like, to me, the primary challenge of the game is the space elevator. You know, automating resources to build your factories, yes, is important, but like, I get it in a tight spot. I don't want to worry about waiting for 400 turbo motors to be automated just so that I can go build my super big nuclear power plant. Like, building is the fun of the game. Space elevator is the challenge. That's just the way I see it, though. Not everybody sees it that way. In fact, I'm pretty sure I'm fairly alone in my unique viewpoint. But, you know, most of the games I like to play are fairly sandboxy by nature in the first place. Like, you know, I'm a big fan of Minecraft and Sons of the Forest and other games like that, you know. Challenging games are things I play. Like, you know, I play Dark Souls and Elden Ring and that sort of stuff too, but like, those aren't really open world. I mean, okay, Elden Ring's open world, but you know what I mean? Like, they're not really freedom games. You don't have a lot of freedom. The only point of the game is go from point A to point B and kill things. Now, even in Elden Ring, it's open world, but like, you're not exploring for the sake of discovery. You're exploring for the sake of, oh look, a new dungeon. Let me kill something and get the treasure at the end of the dungeon. You know, like, yes, you can explore just for the sake of exploring, but you're still gonna find stuff along the way. Satisfactory, though, I mean, sure, you could argue that you're exploring just for the sake of finding unique... Oh, bless me. You're exploring just for the sake of, like, finding new stuff. And, yeah, technically speaking, that's true. But, like, you're also probably, at least, exploring to find somewhere to build. In Elden Ring, you don't build anything. In Satisfactory, you build factories. That's the core gameplay loop, building factories. Elden Ring, the core gameplay loop, go and kill things. So, like, I got a little lost on the rambling there, but I think the point I'm trying to make is, like, the challenge is in building the factory, not grinding for the materials to build the factory. No? Like, in Elden Ring, the challenge is killing enemies, not getting to the enemies. Like, that's why they gave you a horse. It's because they didn't want you to spend 5 hours walking from place to place. Well, this is my horse. Well, the flying is my horse, anyway. The mod that makes architecture free would be, like, my double jump, I guess. Because then, instead of being like, oh, I ran out of concrete, I guess I have to go get more concrete, it's like, oh, I can just keep building my foundation. Also, that's actually kind of another reason I like using mod. Because all the factory stuff still costs resources. Like, I still have to spend wire and reinforced iron plates if I want to make a constructor. It's just foundations and walls and signs. And I get quartz is like a unique resource that, you know, you don't have super easy access to in the beginning of the game, and so signs are supposed to be like this super cool new, but like, no, signs are supposed to be like a limited sort of thing, like a, hey, you can make this, but you can only make a few because you don't have a lot of quartz. So the quartz you find is like in those clusters like this. Then once you actually find a quartz node, then you can make all the signs you want. I never use signs usually, but the point is good. It's normal. So I need one. Because I don't have logistics marked. Separate lines for now. Oh, right. I put all. Let's see. Nope, there's some over there. Lot of iron. I can expand this as needed. Just now I just need 10 more and I'll have MK2. mental map. Yeah, so iron, iron, iron. That's iron over there. Plenty of iron I can pick. I have to do iron, more iron, more iron. Probably iron. So then all I have to do is I just have to belt it all over here and where I want. Right now happens to be rotors, reinforced iron plates, and iron rods. I am not automating screws. Screws only get automated in the production line that... Hell, I hate screws.
Summersloop analysis completed. Summersloops are somewhere between battery and conduit, harvesting energy from pockets of space with complete disregard for the rules of the space-time continuum, and distributing it into its connected ecosystem. This energy,
Let the effigies harvest until the waves reach our shores. Consume.
similarities to the hypothetical force of dark energy to potentially be one and the same. It can now be tracked by the object scanner.
Take this. All of it into iron plates. Heck. Turn all of that up. And I'll just make 20 of these.
Milestone reached. Fix-It would like to remind you of your contractual obligation towards efficiency. Recreational use of belts and lifts does not count towards work hours and will put you on the list. Stay efficient, don't disappoint Fix-It.
Still connected to the code. Looks like it.
There we go.
Or now it's actually down into the. Ah, that looks terrible. This one. That one's not. It's much better with this. Slated. And then I'll have 120 iron. Let's see. 20. Except of course. Hey. So then I'll have 60 and which I think is 60 and okay. So 60 screws and 30 plates. Make 5. If I unlock overclocking, then I also unlock underclocking. Time to A. I think that's enough. I needed. Yep.
Overclocking development completed. Power shards can now be inserted into all buildings to increase input and output speed. Underclocking is also possible. Note: power consumption of overclocked buildings increases exponentially.
Alright. I'm making 60, that gives me 45 to work. Have to turn. Sorry. Have enough. What? Why is it getting dark? Why straight like that? That. Just iron plates, 5 per minute. Nice. Okay. That feels good. So now I just need storage. I'm missing iron plates. We're just gonna sit here and let them. Luckily, we don't need iron plates to do power. So, that there. Connect. How do I make this nicer? There we go. Now everything is connected seamlessly. Now my only problem is where I want it to go. Have all the Alright, now let's see. Right. Let's see. Out of concrete. Again. How much concrete do I go through? I guess better than D. Compared to the other. Okay, so now I've got plates, rods, reinforced plates. And everything's wired. All I have to do... Okay. Anyway. This is working now. Eventually, the manifold will fill up and everything will start producing in full. Okay. So now that all of that is done, we've got the copper base working. Wire, cables. Now we can come up here. Got plates, rods, and eventually we'll have reinforced plates. Gotta wait for him to be produced and get all the way down here. Yeah, just screws. Come on. There we go. Now we can start making them. So, it is a manifold. The smelter array is a manifold, so it's gonna take a moment for that to get up and running, of course. But, once it is up and running in full, got 30 plates per minute coming down. We've got 15 rods per minute coming down. Not a lot of rods, that's for sure, but there's iron nodes all over this desert. I can expand this in no time. And then we got 5 per minute. To start. It's a very beautiful looking factory to start. You know, we're paving. This is my mega base. This is the start. So I'm going to go ahead and do one last fly. I can get a good aerial view. Base, and actually how do I hide the... Let's see. Probably. Question. I can go into photo mode. Just go into photo mode, hide UI, and then take a screenshot. Alright. That is the beginning of the base. So I'm going to make that the thumbnail for this stream. And maybe if I turn it into a video, I'll make that into the thumbnail. Then go ahead and let the world do its thing. I might, like I said, I might do some off-camera stuff, mainly setting up some more power, some biomass. The crate up here is full, so I don't have to worry about filling it. But I might just let things run, you know, while I'm off editing the video. Something. Some of these containers fill up. So yeah, looking good. We can build the space elevator next time. We'll make a nice little area for it. I wish I would have had time to maybe do some concrete, but you know, I would have only been able to get like 15, no, not even 15. Like, well, yeah. I would have actually been able to get like 33 concrete per minute up and rolling over there, but you know what? Yeah, let's go do that. Let's get concrete working before I end stream. I've got time. So let's go ahead and grab our fly mode again. Let's pick up all of this. Go ahead and craft it all real quick, just to save on inventory space. And finally delete that. I just want to make sure this stays in line with everything else. I'll zoop out. Path, why not? Alright. Lift it. Put that under it. Then I just need... Yeah, see, so... This is only gonna make... So then... Okay. Day 2. Craft. That one. And then... that. Doesn't matter either way. Sure, most manifolds want it at the end. Then Purge it. Up there. Storage bin. Alright. Now it's all powered and we got concrete up and running too. Let's go. Well, we will have concrete up and running in a moment. It's actually... Yay! Alright, now we got 40 concrete per minute. We got 30 iron plates per minute. We got 15 iron rods per minute. We got 5 reinforced iron plates per minute. We got 30 wire and 30 cable per minute. Alright. Turn off the fly mode, and we also got 60 biofuel per minute being distributed, 15 biomass burners. So we got power, at least until we can phase 1. So now, last thing we need is refined power, wind turbines, so we can get some free power going, grappling hook, which I'll worry about next time, then just the space elevator and smart plating. That's all we gotta worry about. So, this is the beginning of a mega base. In fact, now that I've changed the base a little bit, maybe I can get a bit of a better thumbnail? Because now I've got that over there, so instead of taking it from the angle I did take it, I can... Instead of taking it from an angle facing the opposite direction, take it like this instead. There we go. Got that picture. I think that looks a lot better. Now I'll go ahead and come back down here. I'll fly for the final time for real. And looking good. Alright. Oh, let's see. Let's jump over here. We got concrete being made. Got back over here. Bonk. Okay, we got cable being made. We got wire being made. Here. Reinforced iron plates. Rods. I almost call them pipes, but they're not. They're rods. And iron plates. So now the only thing that we don't have automated right now for phase 1 anyway is rotors. Because I don't automate screws. I will never automate screws. Fuck screws. So now only things I can think of. Oh, I suppose copper sheets we don't have automated either. I might want to automate copper sheets, but well, do I? I mean, on the one hand, I don't need them until I get pipes. On the other hand, as soon as I get into phase 3, not phase 3, tier 3, I'm gonna need pipes that I can power. I mean, I guess it just depends. Like, I guess probably. There's so many resources out here in the Dune Desert, like, it would honestly be pointless for me not to out and automate some. But anyway, search both of these so I can get some Blade Runners.
Research
Oh, and I
completed.
suppose modular
Silica
frames.
recipe unlocked.
That's
New
not
quartz
something I'm
research
going
available.
to bother with trying to file.
Research completed. Quartz crystal recipe unlocked. New quartz research available.
Alright, and I need 10 modular frames. Reinforced plates. And screws. I think. If no, it takes rods. Never mind. Oh, that's fine. 6, 8, 10. And boom, Blade Runners. Now in order to make some Blade
Runners unlocked. Equipped to run faster, jump with greater force, and decrease
20
fall damage
silica.
that might otherwise have lowered your value to fix it.
I can only make 15 though. No! I need to go find more quartz. Some itch. Nope. It's not. Okay. Go look for a deposit then. Our eye out for any enemies. Get some more in the. There's some quartz. Thank God. Thank you. Don't get to live, but you did bring me to quartz. I appreciate it. Alright. There you. Got him. Yeah, this is definitely gonna be... Actually having a blast with this right now. Possibly a series, depending on how well you guys like it. No. You guys like watching me Satisfactory. It seems like you do. I've got 14 total views so far according to my stream manager in OBS, which is more than I've seen any time I've streamed ever. So seems like apparently you guys really like this. It's good, because I like Satisfactory. I like playing it. So I'm glad you guys like watching me. Right. And Blade Runners. Also, that's bugging me. Whoa. I don't know how to feel about the fact that if you open your inventory while sprinting, it'll do the same thing as what happens when you open your inventory and holding E pick something up, where it like continues to hold it down. Then I can, try to make small movements, but my shift will still be held, and so instead I'll like fly, go flying. Alright, so that's replaced, and now it doesn't look so bad. I don't have fly turned on. I still can't get that yet until I get Nobelisks. Go ahead and put away stuff. And now the only thing I need to do is game sit. Let my resources pile up. I can do that whenever, honestly. I might work on expanding the power grid a little bit more. Making more biomass. Not that I want to power everything off of biomass, but I mean, look at this. And I have more biomass in the chest. 4 more stacks. Or biofuel, I guess. But, I mean, I don't think I'm going to have to worry about running out of power anytime soon. I can just keep letting things run, keep building up resources, get ready, make space elevator parts. So yeah, until next time. Let's see. I don't want decoupled. That's not what I want. Oh, disable with R. Okay. Stop that. How do I get my cursor back? There. So weird. It like... Oh, I don't want the decoupled camera. How do I get third person? want like the... Did they not add the selfie camera in 1.1? I could have sworn they did. There we go. Oh, I guess they didn't. Okay. Well, whatever. I guess I won't go into third person and show my face and do like a little outro thing. But anyway, that's gonna be all for today. That's all I got in me for today. It's getting late, and I've been playing for a solid, like, almost 4 hours now. 3.5, basically. Streaming for almost 3:45. So, I'm kind of tired. I'm thinking of calling it a night. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna save the game. And, yeah. It was fun. Thank you guys for tuning in. And, yeah, I'll see you next time. Bye-bye!